today on a Friday evening my time. I don't know, depending on where you are, of course, it could be a different time. My name is Leo. It's my pleasure to be your presenter for this wonderful opportunity in ELF Union. And we're just going to wait here like maybe 5 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Looks like we've got some people from Sri Lanka today. Amazing.
That'll make it.
Looks like we've got some people from India as well. Awesome, awesome to see. Looks like we've got some people from South Africa. So this is a worldwide call today. I've gone ahead and muted everybody. Looks like we've got UK as well. From every corner of the world. Sri Lanka, UK, India. I'm in Hong Kong, so we've got plenty of corners covered across the globe. So I'm just going to go ahead and introduce myself really quickly for all of you here today. My name is Leo. I've been in the blockchain crypto industry for the past almost 7 years now. I've worked on many successful projects in the past, okay? And a few weeks ago, less than 2 months ago, actually, a good friend of mine, a very good business partner of mine, whom I've worked with many successful projects in the past with, he called me up and he started to tell me about this project that I'm about to show you all today. And as soon as he started telling me about it, he started giving me some of the facts, some of the benefits of it, and what we are working with along and collaborating with this project. Guys, I started getting so excited, and I'm super excited to present this to you today. So we're just going to get started here in maybe 3 minutes, because it looks like there's still quite a few people hopping on. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you all while we've got over 40 people today. So things are growing very fast. Got people from South Africa, Sri Lanka, India, UK, Hong Kong. So from Canada as well. Every corner of the globe is covered in this call today. Beautiful to see. South Africa. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen with you all really quickly. All right, there we go. So the way it's going to work, I believe you all should be able to see my screen now. Should be able to see this ELF Union, nice little cover slide here. So the way it's going to work, everybody, we're going to go over the presentation, over the slides, and it's going to take maybe 20-25 minutes maximum. Afterwards, you guys can ask me any questions you like. So let's wait 2 more minutes, and then we'll get started, because there's still people coming on every single minute. All right, everybody. Just go ahead and unmute. So, wow, we've got so many people on today's call, over 50 people from all across the world, Sri Lanka, India, Canada, South Africa, United Kingdom, and more, Hong Kong, me personally. My name is Leo, everybody. It's my pleasure to be your presenter today. I'm just going to go ahead and introduce myself one more time for people that are just joining now. Pakistan as well. Awesome. Fantastic. So my name is Leo. I've been in the crypto, blockchain, Web3 space for around 7 years now. I've worked on many successful projects. And a few weeks ago, a very good friend of mine called me up. He started to tell me about the project I'm about to share with you today, which is ELFU. And as soon as he started telling me a few things about the project, of who we're working with and what we are doing and what we're planning to do, guys, I started to get super excited. And this is why I'm here today, okay? Why I'm here today to present this for you all. And with that said, looks like we're still getting some people joining. So what's going to happen is I'm going to present for you guys 20 to 25 minutes. And afterwards, you guys can ask me any questions you like. So let's go ahead and get started. South Africa, awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead, everybody, and turn off my video just to make sure that the audio quality is as clear as possible. And let's go ahead and get right into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I am super excited to introduce to you ELFU, where we have partnered with one of the biggest tokens on the market, ELF, a top 100 crypto token on CoinMarketCap, and we are unlocking limitless potential and creating infinite possibilities. Now, very short disclaimer before we get into it is that this presentation is, of course, purely for educational purposes. There is no legal, financial, investment, or trading advice offered at any point. And it's important that everybody makes their own informed decision and you do your own research as you would with any project, even one as good as this one. Now, okay, looks like we got a comment that says there's no audio. So I just would appreciate it very much if everybody maybe can type up in the chat and could inform me if there's audio, if you guys can hear me clearly. Looks like somebody said there is audio. Okay. Okay, looks like people are saying audio is fine. So maybe the person that said there's no audio, maybe your volume is muted. So we'll just go ahead and move forward. So the first thing I want to do is kind of go over a little bit about our mother company, which is ELF. Okay, ELF is a massively successful crypto project, a crypto token. They've been in the industry for almost 6 years now, and they are already listed on some of the biggest exchanges in the world: Binance, Huobi, Bithumb, KuCoin, OKX. Guys, they're not just listed on these exchanges, they are doing millions of trading volume every single day. And as they are a massively successful project and blockchain, what they realize now is that the next step for them moving forward is that they have to grow this community. And this is why ELFU is here, to assist ELF into growing this amazing community. Now, why should you choose ELF? Okay, why have these names here? These are the biggest names in the industry: Binance, 1KX, FBG Capital, Bitmain, Huobi, GBIC. These investors, these names have chosen to be a part of the ELF ecosystem. They decided that they want a piece of their blockchain, of this project. And when names like these are getting involved in something, that is when you know that it is very important to take a seriously good look at it. Now, we've also partnered with various tech companies all across the world. I'm sure most of you on this call have heard of them: Huawei, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and Amazon Web Services, which is going to further help us bolster this tech foundation. Now, ELF itself, as I said, launched in late 2017, early 2018. So it's been around for many, many years already. And bull markets, bear markets, anything the crypto industry has been through, you name it, ELF has been through it, and they are still standing strong to this day. Now, there are so many technical advantages of the ELF mainnet, of the ELF blockchain, that it would just take too long for me to list them out all for you here today. But 4 main advantages are: number 1, that ELF is a mainnet. Okay, it's a high performance blockchain, layer 1 blockchain. Number 2 is that it has customized sidechains. Okay, what this means is that everything is ultra scalable. It maximizes the scalability, which is exactly what we want, and the performance. Number 3, there is a smart contract system with native language support. This is extremely friendly towards the developers that want to onboard themselves onto Web3 from Web2. And number 4 is the plug and play software development kits. This makes things ready to launch. It greatly shortens the development time for developers to bring their projects onto Web3, onto our ecosystem. Now, one of the most essential components to the ELF ecosystem is none other than Portkey. Now, Portkey is essentially a crypto wallet. However, it's not just any crypto wallet, because there are so many features that distinguish it, that separate it from the other competitors on the market. The biggest feature being the familiar Web2 experience. Now, what we mean when we say familiar Web2 experience is that now anybody, any user that wants to get involved, that wants to open up their wallet or get involved with ELF Union, join our ecosystem, they can now do so by signing up via email. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you can sign up via email now. And of course, in the future, mobile number, Google account, even Apple ID and QR code. This makes it extremely easy for anybody, regardless of their technical experience or their experience in Web3 and crypto, to get started, to become a user and benefit from this amazing ecosystem. Now, what we aim to do here with ELF, we aim to maximize the value for every single one of our users globally, perhaps even you yourself. And we're going to do that by, of course, embodying the visions of the Web3 era: transparency, decentralization, and of course, much more. Now, if you go ahead and take a look at ELF's official Twitter page, what you're going to notice is that we have been very, very active as of late. We've organized various social events across the globe. We've opened a brand new headquarters in Singapore, the financial capital of the world. And we have also partnered with some huge names in the industry: Ricardo Bossio, Taylor Musk, Karina Jelinek. These influencers are, of course, helping us with their huge followings further grow this amazing ecosystem. Now, let's talk a little bit more about ELF Union, what we're all about here. Let's talk about our goals. Our vision, it is to continuously develop with ELF, innovate with ELF, grow this community. And our mission, it is to do so by providing the decentralized community initiatives, not only for users, but also for developers to bring their projects onto our ecosystem, onto Web3. Now, our blueprint for the community, it is, again, for every single one of our users to provide these decentralized initiatives that are, of course, in line with the ethos of Web3. And of course, like I said, it's not just about the users, it's also about the enterprises of the developers that want to come onto our ecosystem. And what we are going to do to make this process as quick and easy as possible is we're going to provide, of course, the native language support and the plug and play SDKs, the software development kits. Now, any project, regardless of what it is, in what industry, it needs directives. And we have 4 main directives here at ELF Union. Number 1 is understanding business needs, okay? Because when we can understand the specific needs of a business, that is when we can truly help the business. Now, number 2 is growing with ELF, ensuring that the trajectory of ELF Union remains aligned with ELF's advancement so that we don't go too far off the ELF ecosystem. Number 3, it is establishing the industry standard for growing a community. And number 4, it's enabling global support of ELF. Now, what I want to do here really quickly with all of you here today on this call, here you can see the coin market cap for ELF, for the ELF token. And what I want to do is very quickly go actually over to Safari, to my browser here, and show you all what I mean about the ELF token, about how powerful of a token it is. Now, let me just go ahead here and share my screen to my browser really quickly. Just bear with me for a second, everybody. All right, there we go. You should all be able to see my screen now on my browser. Looks like it's still loading. There we go. So here I'm at CoinMarketCap, right? I'm going to go ahead and search for ELF very quickly. And the first thing you're going to notice is that ELF is number 112 right here to the left. 112 out of over 8,000 cryptocurrencies. That's right. We have partnered with one of the biggest crypto tokens on the planet, ELF. Number 112 out of over 8,000. The price, as you can see, is 61 cents right now. If we take a look at the chart here, what do you see? What do you notice about this trend here, about this yearly chart? What is the trend that you see? Anybody you ask, regardless of the industry, they're going to tell you that very obviously the trend is upwards, okay? And this is just the beginning. We have so much room to grow as this community and ecosystem continues to, of course, grow. Now, as I said earlier, ELF is already doing millions of dollars of trading volume every single day on some of the biggest exchanges in the world: Binance, KuCoin, Uniswap, BitDump. These are the biggest exchanges, and we are already doing millions of trading volume. Now, the final thing I'd like to show you all is here our audit. So ELF has actually been audited by one of the biggest auditors in the industry, by CertiK. Now, CertiK has done audits for thousands of projects, and they've given us a very good score. You can go ahead and check this out whenever you choose to do so. Now, that wraps it up for the ELF token here on CoinMarketCap. I just wanted to show you all very quickly live what it looks like. And let's go ahead and go back over to the slides. Now, as I was saying, ELF is already listed on some of the biggest exchanges, doing millions of dollars of liquidity, and it has grown at really, really fast rates and to a huge price, considering where it started from at just $0.01. Now, here's where it starts to get super exciting for everybody on this call today, for every single one of you. You have the opportunity with the launch of ELF Union to be an early adopter of ELFU, ELF's sister token. We have launched, that's right, our own token for our ELF Union ecosystem that is going hand in hand with our sister token ELF. And as you can see, there's some similarities, some differences. The maximum supply of ELFU is 10 billion. For ELF, it's 1 billion. The starting price of ELFU was just $0.001. It has grown a little bit. However, these are the very early stages still, and the room for growth is absolutely through the roof. There is an easy 100x potential with a token like ELFU when you consider the utility that it has, supported by such a strong community and these huge collaborations that we're going to talk about very soon. Now, again, what I want to make very clear about ELFU token is that it's not just any token, okay? With its utility that it already has, that is growing every single day, every single one of you on this call have the opportunity to hold ELFU token from the very early stages. It has exponential growth potential. But when you hold this token, you are not just holding any token, okay? You're getting many benefits. Number one is community involvement, okay? What we mean by this is that when you hold the token, you will have an actual say. You will be able to vote on the future direction of ELF Union, okay? Number two is revenue sharing. Every single one of the ELFU token holders are going to get special access to budding projects within the ELF ecosystem. This is done via exclusive private sales. So this gives you even more potential for growth when you become a part of this ecosystem. And finally, last but certainly not least, is the member-only perks. Now, what these perks include is, of course, invitations to exclusive events all across the globe. Of course, for example, our event just happening tomorrow in Hong Kong, our year-end event, where there's going to be many, many exciting presentations, gala dinner, and you're going to be able to meet so many fantastic, innovative minds from this industry. And that is just the beginning. There's going to be many, many events coming later. And of course, you're going to be invited to those events. Now, on top of this, there's also, of course, early access to more upcoming offerings from ELF and much, much more. Now, any token, regardless of what it is, it has, of course, its distribution. And because ELF, our blockchain, is a DPoS mechanism, that's a proof of stake mechanism, that means that we need to delegate a large portion towards staking rewards. So that's why 52.5% is going to go towards staking rewards. Now, the rest is going to be distributed across the various other facets of the ecosystem. Now, any project would not be sound, would not be a good project without a solid roadmap. And at ELF Union, we have just that, a very solid, ambitious, and prolific roadmap that takes us all the way to 2025, Q4. That's more than 2 years from today. Now, what happened is we started with, of course, our main goal, which is, of course, recruiting global elites, industry leaders from various different industries across the globe to, of course, help grow this ecosystem as quickly as we could. Now, what we saw, what we've seen so far is that not only have we done this, we've exceeded even our own expectations. We have grown at exponential record speeds. And what we realize now is that what we have to do, what we are doing starting tomorrow with the launch of our Alyx Union collaboration, is we are going to be launching our own chain, okay? And with the launch of our own main chain, things are about to get very, very exciting because this is a whole new chapter to ELF Union. And all of you have the opportunity to be a part of this from the very beginning. Now, as you all can see here, our global footprint so far, we are in over 30 countries already in less than 2 months, ladies and gentlemen, just 2 months, over 30 countries. And this is going to be an updated slide. Of course, it is a little bit outdated as we are growing super fast, but our journey here, it is just beginning. Now, with all of that said, now that you all have a basic idea of ELF, a mother company of ELF Union, what we are doing here, what our goals are, let's get into exactly what is in it for you when you decide to become a user, when you decide to become a member of this wonderful community. Now, there are 3 ways that we reward our users, okay? The first is the passive rewards. And the passive rewards consists of 2 liquidity pools, 2 pools, okay? The first is the liquidity pool to your left here. These are staking pools, so you can enter at any time with a minimum of 100 USDT. You begin staking instantly. And what makes these pools interesting is that for the liquidity pool, you can withdraw at any time you choose. That's right. We do not lock your funds. We do not lock your capital, your money for a month, for 5 months, for 6 months, for a year. No, you can withdraw at any time you choose, starting from the very next day. Okay. So at any point you choose to get all your capital and your earnings, you are totally free to do so. However, of course, we don't recommend you do so, as it would be leaving money on the table. Now, the daily earnings for the liquidity pool are a very nice 0.5%. You can deposit in the following cryptocurrencies you see here to the bottom left, and this applies to every single one of the pools. Now, the other two protocols that you see here are what we call the wave leverage protocols, okay? Now, unfortunately, the wave leverage protocol plus has reached its maximum staking liquidity, so it is not available anymore. However, the wave leverage protocol premier is still available, okay? Now, of course, this also has a maximum staking liquidity, so it's crucial that if you want to be a member of the wave leverage protocol and begin staking to earn up to 0.7% per day, you got to do so as quickly as possible before the maximum staking liquidity is reached. Now, the wave leverage protocol is an innovative new concept that we have birthed here with ELF Union, and it may sound a little bit confusing right now. However, I want to make it very clear that it is not the case at all. It is actually very simple to understand. I'm going to explain exactly how it works on the next few slides. But to put it in a nutshell, the way this works is you earn 2 times the income compounded, keyword compounded, with your principal over just 100 days. The minimum to get started is, again, 100 USDT. And again, you earn up to 0.7% per day. Now, the way you're going to be rewarded is an ELFU and ELF tokens, okay? There is a ratio that goes along with this distribution. It is currently 60% ELFU tokens and 40% ELF tokens, okay? Now, eventually, it's going to be 100% ELFU tokens, as you can see here to the right of the graph. And that is very exciting because ELFU is the token with the 100x potential. It is the token that you want to be holding most of because of this incredible exponential growth potential. Now, let's talk about a little bit more about the wave leverage protocol, okay? So the way this works is actually relatively simple. There are phases in the wave leverage protocol. Each phase is 10 days. And after each phase, you're going to be able to withdraw all of your earnings and your principal and your capital, okay? So after every phase, after every 10 days, you can withdraw everything. Your money isn't locked in there for a year, for 6 months. No, it's only locked for just 10 days. Now, during each phase, you're going to have a leverage for each phase, okay? Starting with 1.1x. Now, when we say leverage, this means that you will earn your 0.7% on 1.1x your capital. So for example, let's say you started with 10,000 USDT, you're going to earn your 0.7% on 11,000 USDT, not 10,000. And this is only going to grow every single phase up to phase 10. Okay, phase 10, it's going to start going back down, the leverage, back down by 0.1x. So as you can see, it caps at 2x, and then it starts going back down by 0.1x until it reaches, again, 1.1x on phase 19. So the way it works, this is why we call it the wave leverage protocol, because the leverage goes up and down like a wave, up and down. So phase 1, you start with 1.1x leverage. Phase 10, you've reached the cap, which is 2x. Then phase 19, you've again reached the minimum, which is 1.1x. Phase 28, 2x. And finally, phase 37 is the final one with 1.1x. So as you can see, this is an innovative concept. It is very lucrative as you have leverage up to 2x. So you deposit 10,000 USDT, you're going to be earning for phase 10, 0.7% on 20,000 USDT. So you guys can see the potential here. It is very, very big. Now, the second reward that we have here for every single one of our users, it is available for those of you that want to take things to the next level. Okay, you want to help grow this community. Okay, invite others to this amazing project. And what exactly is in it for you when you decide to do so? Just a second, everybody. Excuse me for the interruption. Okay, let's get right back into it. So as I was saying, for those that want to take things to the next level, what is in it for you when you decide to share this amazing project with others? So we have two types of dynamic rewards here. The first is the leadership reward. This is very simple. There are 5 levels in the leadership reward. To unlock all 5 of these levels, you have to refer at least 5 people, okay? And you can earn up to 30% commissions on these 5 levels. So for example, let's say that somebody on your first level is doing 100 USDT in daily passive earnings. So that means earnings from their staking protocols. You're going to get 12% or 12 USDT. Let's say somebody on your second level is earning 1,000 USDT in daily passive earnings. You're going to get, that's right, 80 USDT or 8%. So you guys get the idea. It's up to 30% commissions, 5 levels deep. Now, the beautiful part about this is that it gets even better with the community reward. And this is where you have 7 ranks for you to achieve, starting from VIP 1 all the way up to Royal VIP 7. And the way you achieve these ranks is there are 2 requirements. The first is to refer a minimum of 2 previous ranks and a minimum sales volume. Okay, the sales volume is excluding your strongest team, which is important to know. Now, as you all can see to the right here, you can get up to 70% of your entire team's daily passive income. That's right, up to 70%. Think about this for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say, for example, that your team, your entire network is doing 10,000 USDT per day in daily passive earnings. You can get up to 7,000 USDT from those daily passive earnings every single day. And that is on top of the leadership rewards. That's in addition to the leadership rewards. This is some absolutely amazing potential for every single one of you here on this call to make a very nice income from the comfort of your own home by sharing a project that is so good that anybody you share it with is immediately going to be excited to take a look, to get started and become a member. And what I just gave you all, the example that I just gave you all, is actually a conservative example, because we already have members that are doing even better on a daily basis than the example I gave you. So why not you? Why not you yourself? Now, the final reward that we have here, final but certainly not least, is the total airdrops. It is the 2 bonus pools. We've got the hodlers pool to the left and the elite rank pool to the right. Now, the hodlers pool, every member qualifies. The elite rank pool, you have to be a minimum of a VIP 3 rank to qualify. If you are a minimum of a VIP 3, you're going to qualify for both pools. Now, I'm not going to get into the math behind how these pools work, okay, because it can get a little bit complicated. However, it's relatively simple. All you have to do is hold as much ELFU token as you can every single day, and you're going to get the maximum reward available for you, okay? So the more ELFU tokens you hold, the higher the airdrop you will receive. That's all you have to do. Hold as much ELFU token as you can. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for your time and attention here on this call today. I sincerely thank you for joining us on this amazing journey here, starting today for a lot of you on this call. I sincerely hope that you all take a seriously good look at ELF Union, as we have just begun to take the entire Web3 industry by storm. All right, everybody. That wraps it up for this presentation today. Thank you so much, Irshad, for the amazing comment. Let's see if we've got any questions. We've got a question from Mr. Promise Henry, which is asking if the referral process is compulsory or if it's mandatory. Absolutely not. It is not mandatory. However, of course, for many people on this call and for anybody that has decided to get started with the referral process, with the compensation plan, it's a very lucrative opportunity. Of course, the passive rewards alone are very, very lucrative. However, if you decide to become a community builder as well, you can get rewarded very, very nicely by doing so. However, it is not mandatory. It is not compulsory. Thank you very much, Alan, for your amazing comment. I appreciate it. Looks like we've got somebody raising their hand.
Yeah, good afternoon, good evening.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Yeah, so thank you, Salio, for the presentation, though I missed it halfway. I want to find out how often will this presentation take place, because sometimes we missed it. Is it just once a day, or it should be repeated, or can we have a recorded version of it?
So currently there's no available recording. However, we do the presentations every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So same time, 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yes. So it's the same Zoom link, same passcode. You can join in every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You'll find us here.
It's all right. Because we're looking at something that could reoccur probably twice a day, so that we can get people into the call. Because if it happens just 3 times in a week, it's not enough, I would say, but you guys are trying. Thank you.
Okay, I understand your comment here, Mr. Info Desk. I'm not sure if that's actually your real name, but I can speak to this to our management team and see what we can do. Maybe we can schedule some more presentations per week. However, for the time being, it's going to be 3 per week.
All right, I appreciate.
However, I can totally see your concern here, because we are growing at an exponential rate, and it would be best to have some more per week. You are totally right on that. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Then a quick one before I drop. There is this concern regarding the ELF token and the ELF union. What is the sometimes some people just raise this question of ELF union is not real, they're just trying to misrepresent the ELF token and all that. Does it mean that they don't have any partnership? Does it mean even they don't have any partnership, but see similarities in logo, in most of the things we're doing? Can you give clarification to this so that I put this to rest? Because sometimes some people feel they know much, they want to confuse us.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a fantastic question there. So there's absolutely a partnership between ELF Union and ELF. All you have to take a look at is the fact that we have come on as a BP node for the ELF blockchain, and ELF has actually themselves announced this partnership on their official Twitter page, and anybody can go ahead and take a look at that at ELF's official Twitter page. And what this BP node means, okay, ELF Union being an actual node for ELF, is not something to be taken lightly. Okay, there are only 24 nodes on the planet for ELF. Okay, and to become a node, you have to actually illustrate what you're going to contribute to the blockchain, to ELF's ecosystem. And ELF chose us because of our commitment to what we are doing, to growing their ecosystem, to having these incredible collaborations with huge industry giants, okay, starting, of course, just tomorrow with our first major collaboration, which is, of course, the Alyx chain. And that's going to be our own main chain, which is going to operate side by side with ELF's main chain. So that's a major collaboration to start. And of course, there's going to be many, many more in the future. So I hope that clarifies a little bit about our partnership.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
No problem at all. So Alan is asking, what is Alyx Union? So Alyx Union is launching tomorrow. Yes, that's correct. And Alyx Union is our first major collaboration with these industry leaders, okay? So we're launching two things, okay? Actually, three things. First is the Loop wallet, okay? Loop wallet is an innovative crypto wallet that's operating side by side with the Alyx, with the Alyx chain and the ELF chain, okay? Second thing is, of course, the Alyx chain itself, okay, the actual side chain, main chain that we're going to be running an entire blockchain. And that is going to, guys, when a project has put together a chain, an entire blockchain to run side by side with one of the biggest blockchains in the world, that is something that is not to be taken lightly. And that has potential to produce massive amounts of revenue for this entire ecosystem, because blockchains, with all the transaction fees, all the revenue associated with that, the potential is absolutely massive. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is the link, okay, the SocialFi, because ELF Union, we're also getting into SocialFi platforms. So that includes, of course, tomorrow's launch, which is going to be launching the SocialFi platform Link. So we're bringing ELF Union and the Alyx Union onto Link, which is, again, a SocialFi platform, which is another huge industry that we're going to be entering. And all this starts tomorrow at the event. So just checking if there's any other questions. Looks like we got another question about the sign up, if the 100 USDT is still available for signing up. Yeah, the minimum to get started with the staking protocols is 100 USDT. So 100 USDT, you can get started. Anything above that is okay. Maximum is 10,000 USDT, and the minimum is 100 USDT. Another great question from Alan is asking if we can sell in the future ELFU tokens on exchanges. So currently ELF is listed already on some of the biggest exchanges. ELFU, we are working to get listed as well. Of course, this takes some time. It doesn't happen, of course, instantly in just a couple of days. It takes time to get it listed. However, you can exchange ELFU token instantly. You can swap it instantly right in your back office in the DApp. It's super easy to do. It just takes two simple steps. And you can swap it instantly for USDT, for Bitcoin, for ELF, and you can cash it out. You can withdraw it. So it's very simple and easy to do that. Thank you, everybody, for the nice comments. That's greatly appreciated. So it is it's not necessarily recommended to sign up with email. However, for those of you that don't want to download MetaMask, you don't want to go through that process, you are free to sign up with email. So it's very easy. You just open your mobile browser, you go to dapp.elfunion.com. Just go ahead and send that over to the chat. So you just head over to this website, dapp.elfunion.com. This is where you can access our back office. And you're going to see an option at the bottom to sign in with email or with, to sign in with email and password. So once you click on that, you're going to see an option to sign up with email. So you can go ahead and do so without connecting MetaMask. Yes, that's right, Alan. If you didn't sign up with email, you can log in with whichever method you use to sign up. If it was MetaMask, then you have to connect your MetaMask wallet. Thank you so much for the nice comments, everybody. Looks like we've got some people raising their hands. Okay, so Ryan is asking if I can break down the referral plan a little bit. So the way let me just go back to the slide here. The way the referral plan works is, okay, so we've got 5 levels deep where you can earn 30%. Okay, now the 30% doesn't come from just one level, which is why the leadership rewards work the way they do. They are allowed to be sustainable, of course, because if we did 30% on one level, of course, this would not be sustainable at all. So the way it works is it's delegated onto each level. Okay, so 12% level 1, level 2, 8%, level 3, 5%, level 4, 3%, and level 5, 2%. So the deeper it gets, the less the commission, because otherwise, of course, it would not be sustainable. So the reason why the reward of 70% is why we have this so, you could say, high, is, first of all, this is a very common kind of referral system across the industry, and it's designed in a way to reward the users that decide to build this community, okay? Because as I said before in the presentation, one of our initiatives, one of our goals here, it is to provide the decentralized initiatives for users, for our ecosystem to grow. And this is one of our biggest initiatives. It is the community rewards, okay? Because we don't just want people to come on to refer others and then you don't get any rewards for that, because then why would somebody refer others when they're not going to get rewarded, right? So what we've done here is we have created a very generous referral plan, especially when you consider that this is for your entire team. And how this works is, again, you have to refer a minimum of 2 previous ranks, and you have to have this minimum sales volume. So the people that are the biggest doers, okay, the biggest action takers, we are rewarding you guys, okay? So you are going to be heavily rewarded with this pay plan. And again, it's 70% for the community reward, and the leadership reward is, again, up to 30%, 5 levels deep. Now, one other important thing to note about this, which I forgot to mention, is the same level referrals are, regardless of which rank you are, you're going to get 20%. So for example, you are a VIP 6, you have a same level referral. Okay, you have a same level, you have somebody that's on the same level as you that you personally referred. You're not going to get 60% from their team, from their daily passive earnings. You're going to get 20%. Another good question here from Ryan is that he's asking, what are the costs of swapping in the app to get Bitcoin USDT? The cost is extremely low. Okay, it's 1 or 2 USDT, so very, very low. And the same thing with the withdrawal. Withdrawal is as well, I believe, 1 USDT. All of the liquidity pools pay out in ELFU and ELF tokens. ELFU tokens 60%, ELF tokens 40%. Eventually, it's going to be 100% ELFU tokens. Is there any reason to have separate accounts? The only reasons that I can think of are, number one, if you choose to if you want to stake more than 10,000 USDT, because the maximum staking volume per account is 10,000. If you want to do more, then you have to have another account. And the other reason is perhaps for structure. If you want to build a community, you want to have proper structure. Okay. Of course, you can have another account. That's very common to do in this industry, so that you're better structured in the pay plan and you can get better rewarded. So I hope that clarifies a little bit. Okay, so Ryan, another great question. He's asking, how do we generate the 0.7% daily on the Wave leverage protocol? So the way the returns are generated for any liquidity pool, any leverage protocol plan, is very simple, okay? And no problem for the questions. That's what I'm here to do, to answer questions. Right now, we are still in phase 1, okay, starting very soon, of course, with launching our second phase tomorrow, where we're going to be launching our own chain. It's going to be phase 2, okay? So phase 1. So ELF, as you all know, as I said in the presentation, we've been in the industry for many, many years, and we partnered with these huge industry giants, these huge names in the industry. We're already doing millions of liquidity per day on some of these biggest exchanges. And that right there is the first kind of contributor to these rewards, okay? That is the market making, okay? Years of experience, years of mastery in the field helps contribute to this market making that we have operating, that generates the rewards for the 0.7% or for the 0.5% for the liquidity pool. Now, that's phase 1, okay? That's phase 1 is the market making. The second phase, this is where things get interesting, okay? Because with the second phase, we are, of course, launching our own chain, okay? And when we launch our own chain, what a main chain means is transaction revenue. And when you get transaction fee revenue from a chain that is exposed to millions of users worldwide, what does that mean for the amount of revenue that is being generated? I'm going to let you all decide for yourselves what that means, but it is absolutely a massive, massive potential here with the transaction fee revenue. And that's just the transaction fee revenue. Once you factor in all of the other projects that we are working with, the collaborations, the SocialFi platforms, the play to earn gaming industry, which we're going to be entering, and so much more, where ELF is going to be the ecosystem token. And of course, there's going to be transaction fees for all of this. There's going to be add-ons and much more. The revenue is going to be more than enough to pay for the, of course, 0.7% and the 0.5%. Yes, so right now the market making is being done using ELF token. As soon as ELFU token as well gets listed on the exchanges, of course, there's going to be market making for ELFU as well, as there is, of course, the opportunity for that there as well. Yeah, so the gaming industry is the play to earn gaming industry. Huge potential. And I want to also say that we've already seen tokens in the play to earn industry go from 0 to over $100 per token. And ELFU is going to be the ecosystem token of this entire ELF Union ecosystem. And that goes along with the gaming industry. So when you add all of these parts together on this ecosystem, the potential for ELFU token is absolutely through the roof. And we're at the very early stages, guys. You have the opportunity to hold ELFU token from the very start. And you're also getting the bonus pools every single day from simply holding it. That's all you have to do. You just hold ELFU token. You receive ELFU token every single day from your staking rewards. And all you got to do is hold it. And every single day in your back office, in your DApp, you're going to see these bonuses showing up there. So it's amazing how it works. YouTubers aren't blocked from sharing this opportunity. We already have some YouTube accounts that are sharing this and are making some very nice videos. So definitely not blocked on YouTube. We've already got even our own YouTube channel, which I can go ahead and share with you all. Just give me a second, everybody. That's our YouTube channel right there. So anybody can go ahead and check it out if you choose to. You're totally free and welcome to do so. But to answer your question, no, YouTubers are not blocked from sharing this at all. Is there any other questions, everybody? So many people on today's call, guys. That's so awesome to see. And it's Friday as well. So the other days maybe even more. Is there any other questions, everybody? Oh, looks like we got another question from Ryan. He's asking if there's demographic locations that are not allowed to join. The only demographic location is the United States. However, because this is a decentralized project, it runs on the blockchain, anybody from all across the world is allowed to join. However, demographic location that isn't allowed to join is the United States. But this applies to most projects in this industry for that country because of how very, very strict they are in the United States with this stuff.
Okay. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Yes, my name is Bishop. I wanted to find out if the $100 USDT is still available, because I saw in the group some people were finding it difficult to activate theirs. Is it still available?
Yes, absolutely. 100 USDT is the minimum to begin staking. It's still available.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No problem. To stake 1,000 USDT, how long does it take for it to double? About 100 days, maybe a little bit less. It also depends on the prices of ELF and ELFU tokens, and if you swap, if you don't swap. So there's a few variables that go along with that. The withdrawals, by the way. Oh, and by the way, everybody.
Hi, sir. I am Karupaya from India. So how
Yes,
to going today Hong Kong event? I want see the meeting.
Yes, so the Hong Kong event is tomorrow, actually. The actual event day is tomorrow. And anybody that is going to be there is going to be able to experience the event. And of course, there's going to be updates posted afterwards. So the people that didn't get a chance to make it there are, of course, going to be updated on what happened, what the plan is for moving forward, and so on.
Okay, can to I now see online the meeting. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand your question.
So Hong Kong event, I want how to attend online show.
Yes, it's not going to be a live streamed event, okay? Because if it was live streamed, there would be no point in having the challenges, okay, to be invited to the event. So anybody that's been invited to the event that completed the challenges is of course going to get to go and experience the event and see live what's going to happen. However, for anybody that misses the event, that's okay, because we're going to be posting an update afterwards with what happened, or an event recap video, and you're going to be updated.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay.
No problem. How long do withdrawals take to land in our wallets? Less than 2 minutes. It's the fastest withdrawals I've ever seen in my life. It's, first of all, the DApp is the best I've ever seen. It's so easy to use. It is incredibly nicely designed and very user-friendly. And the withdrawals literally take less than 2 minutes. So the smart contract that we have, our technical team, it's one of the best in the industry, okay? And what they have designed here, what they have created, is one of the best smart contracts out there. And it processes things very fast because the ELF blockchain is, of course, very, very powerful and very efficient. For less than 2 minutes. Again, it usually takes less than 1 minute. Is there any video that shows how to fund and buy a package? There is. You can go ahead and ask your sponsor to send you that video. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to send it over. You can send a USDT from Tron Network, Ethereum Network, or Binance Smart Chain. The 3 networks. Any other questions, everybody? Sounds awesome, Alan. You will definitely not be disappointed. Let me tell you that for sure. And again, guys, you are all at the ground stages of an amazing collaboration in this industry. And being an early adopter of something, it always comes with some amazing benefits. And every single one of you on this call, you have the benefit of not only being a member of this ecosystem, of generating some very nice returns from our leverage protocols, and by being an early holder of ELFU token, which has 100x potential easily, and that's conservatively. So if there's no other questions, everybody, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up for today. It's been a pleasure presenting for all of you. Thank you, everybody, for taking your time out of your day to make this presentation. It's been amazing having all of you on here today on this call. Looks like we've got one more person raising their hand, so. We'll go ahead and wait a little bit. Maybe there's one more question.
Hi, Leo.
Hello.
Hi. My question was, in South Africa, we're experiencing a lot of load shedding. Load shedding where electricity is cut off for 2 and 4 hours. Like, I was in Zoom around.
Yes.
Yes, I was cut off when you were on the 3 ways of users. Yeah, of ELF Union. So I was cut off. So my question was, how do I access your presentations? Where to log in and access the presentations?
Okay, so the way we're doing this is we're having 3 calls a week. Okay, 3 live calls a week. Currently, there is no recorded presentation. However, if you asked your sponsor for the slides, I'm sure they would be more than happy to send them over for the presentation slides.
Oh, okay. God bless you.
And I will speak to management, of course, to discuss about having the recorded presentation. That's a very good idea, given everybody's circumstances are different, of course. So that's something I will discuss with them.
Yeah, because I also have a team. We are new. We are all new in this. We want to learn, and I think it's very crucial that we have the slides, so we get familiar with the product. Every time when you wish to study, to know, you go to your you log in or you go to your PowerPoints, because I normally invite them into the Zoom. I created a Zoom, so we want to learn more about the ELF Union. So, like you say, okay, I'll contact my upliner and ask if he can help me. But I think it will be wise, so to be able to can log in anywhere to access the presentation. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, I'll definitely get that discussed with our management. I don't see why there would be any issues with that. So we're definitely going to look into it. Okay.
Hello.
Looks like you cut off a little bit on the mic. All right, guys, is there any other questions for me today, guys and gals? Better charge my computer, otherwise gonna have an early exit. Okay, everybody, doesn't look like there's any other questions today. Looks like we got one more question. Awesome. I love seeing questions. That means that things are interesting, okay? However, if there's no questions, that could also mean that everything was very straightforward, very simple. Yes, very likely. Alan, great question again. Another one is going to open up after the Premier poll. However, I can't guarantee that the percentage on a daily basis is going to be 0.7%. It could be lower. So for anybody that's on the fence of getting started, you have to take advantage of this Premier pool, because it might be your last chance to get the 0.7% per day. No problem. Any other questions, everybody? Again, amazing call today. So many people from so many countries, guys. Canada, India, Sri Lanka, United Kingdom, South Africa, Pakistan, Hong Kong. Wow. Every corner of the globe is covered, and this is just one call. Absolutely amazing, everybody. Absolutely incredible. We are growing so fast. Fantastic, fantastic. Anna's team is rocking it. Gobi Anna's team is absolutely rocking it, which is awesome to see. So congratulations. The Loop Wallet launch date, that's the word I was looking for, is going to be announced tomorrow at the event. One time launching tomorrow. Do you mean Miss Faz? Do you mean, or Mr. Faz? Do you mean what time is the event starting? Because the event is starting around 6 p.m. So at the end of the event, the chain is going to be launching. Mama Action Team does indeed rock. Yes, that's absolutely right. Hey, everybody. Any other questions today? Okay, everybody, once again, thank you all for your time and for your attention. I wish you all a fantastic rest of your day, a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all perhaps on the next one. Thank you very much for the comments. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.